It is fully packed here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham, and we're going old school tonight here inside the Grand Theater. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Rocky Marciano. He's 5 foot 10 inches tall, one of the greatest heavyweights to ever live. Undefeated. He will face Joe Louis. He's 6 foot 2 inches tall, 181 pounds, one of the best right hands in the business.
Yeah, if you've got a brawl that's in front of you, that's going to put you under pressure, get to your ribs and get close, you've got to be fast on your feet. If you've got the height and the reach, which I always go for, I depend on that. But if someone is going to push you back, keep pushing you down, you're going to be under pressure. Don't get stuck in the corner, because if you do, you're out of there.
He is Rocky Marciano, the Brockton Brawler himself, one of the greatest fighters of all time, a sparkling record, and one of the best to ever do it. Joe Louis, the Brown Bomber, his fight against Matt Schmeling, one of the most important fights in the history of this fine sport.
Todd, can you spot the reach difference? Can you spot it? Look at that.
And with that, we turn it over to the world-renowned ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, here is a Hall of Fame legend from Brockton, Massachusetts, a Ring Magazine world champion, and an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the Brockton blockbuster, Rocky Marciano. Hiding out of the blue corner, and iconic longtime world champion who defended his title for a record of 12 years, introducing a heavyweight champion of the world, the Brown Bomber, Joe Louis.
We welcome you to this beautiful theater where every seat has been sold, but the fans will only need the edge.
Todd, I even hear fighters cannot get tickets for their friends and family. This is how much a buzz a big fight creates.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. Missed him with that uppercut. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The first time these two met, we saw basically a passing of the torch as the much older Joe Louis got knocked out by the young Rocky Marciano.
Round 7 had him down. Round 8, the fight was over, and it was bittersweet. Marciano couldn't win for winning. And Louis, you just saw that shouldn't happen. Now these guys are doing it again. Louis is a little older. Marciano has that Suzy Q. That's the shot. It's called the Suzy Q. That's his shot. Will he be able to land it again? He's done it once. He knows how to find it. He knows Louis to slow down. He's done it once. He'll definitely do it second time. But what will Louis be able to do? Will he be able to turn back time and pull it out of the bag? We don't know, but this is one of those fights.
Jab slightly off target. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Perfect counter lands. They both want a highlight reel knockout. This fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch. Hold it right there. Are we about to witness history? The great Rocky Marciano in serious trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
But thanks Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
That counter shot lands. Do not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Calmness, great. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Everything in the bag, and now you let him back into it. I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You've let him back into the exert. He's ready to go, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise, he'll see it.
Get back behind your jab basics. Just get your rhythm back.
You're getting your time in already. Right hand's beautiful. That's it. Just start sound, that is.
Come on. You've let him back into the fight.
Great work. You're smart.
The referee calling for seconds out. Right back into the action.
Back on him this round.
Get the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense on him. Think about what you did. Good one.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
That right hook won't score. Straight right just misses. He's got a massive reach advantage. Let's see if he uses it.
You've got to use what you've got. I've got a long reach. I use it all the time. Use the speed. Go straight and make him walk into a shot.
That left hook just missed. Counter punch. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Hook misses. Beautiful counter punch. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Nice counter shot. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. He threw a punch and just got countered. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Listen, be smart. Just light that round. Good round. Feel good? Good man. free shots. Keep smart. Just the same again. Don't.
You've been coasting this fight, and now you've let him get back into it. Now it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident. You've got to take that confidence away. Go out in the first.
Absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go, but you've got to
Win this round back. Take away that confidence. Stop him in his trap.
and finish it. You were smart. You weren't loading up. But you were stuck
Together. You're starting to make mistakes, and you're switching off.
Don't get carried away. Think about the defense.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action.
Just to focus, let him back into the fight. Don't give him those free shots. Keep smart. The jab's working now.
There's the bell for round 3. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
They're both trying for a knockout. Nice counter shot. Still waiting for this fighter to show some defensive ability. There's a counter shot. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Show us something, Rocky. And it appears they weathered the storm. Now I'm not sure.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. Like it never happened.
Swing and miss with the right hook. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Which fighter will say no mas? Hold that thought. Rocky Marciano in trouble. Do you believe this? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Just box it. Just good work. That's it. Now breathe. Please. Just get your breath back.
Back and win the round, right? It's only one round that you've lost.
Start sticking a few body shots in there. Vary it up a little bit so we can't figure you out.
Boxing that together. Get your mind back on the job. That's a terrible round, that is. Come on. You've let him back into the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better.
Turk is ready to go, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise he'll see it.
Together and put it back on him this round. I need
You were smart. You weren't loading up, but you were still landing your power shots.
You've let him back into this. You're better than this kid. Go back out there and
Think about the defense on end, and think about what you're doing.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action.
Fight's not in the middle. Can't miss it. Great one. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great round.
On to the fourth we go. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
There's a counter shot. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
They are giving us a high-tempo show. Nope, that hook won't score. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
One punch could change everything in this battle. Jab misses. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Beautiful counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. It's Rocky Marciano. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Good round, I like that, Napoli. It's the same again, give him anything. Go back and win the round, right? There's only one. Just stay focused, don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him your due. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on, you've let him back into this, you're better than this kid. Go back out there and win the round. Get back behind your jab base. Fight, great round. Now don't want you to load up. I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind back on the... Take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go. This fight. And now you've let him get back into it. Now it's a tougher fight. Out there and finish him.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather.
Yeah, so he can't figure you out. Great one. Just the same again.
Time for the fifth round. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Punch, counter punch. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. He threw a punch and just got countered. No rest for the weary. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Tried to score with that hit but missed. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this. They are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be. Having second thoughts in the ring.
A perfect counter shot. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Straight right, just missing. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Are we witnessing one of the all-time greats go down? That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action. There's the bell for round 6. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
How about that time counter shot? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Straight right, just missing. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Catch and shoot. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Beautiful counter shot. Misses with the jab. He's in there with a Hall of Famer, a legend.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him. Frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he throws you down.
His stamina is off the charts. Trying to land that jab. They exchange punches. Nice counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Rocky Marciano was supposed to be the one knocking this guy out. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Come on, he's switching off. Come on. Great work. Stay focused. He's not in your league. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back to
Getting your timing already. That right hand is beautiful. That's it. Just start sticking a few body shots in there. Vary it up a little bit so he can't figure you out. Great.
win the round. Get back behind your jab. Basics. Just take him out.
He's ready to go. He's absolutely
back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back. Get your focus back. Get
it. He'll ride it out. Go out there and finish him.
Get your shots off and don't give him anything. Go.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action.
Thinking. He was smart.
You got complacent. The fight's not over yet. You've got to go out there and win this round.
Here we go. It's round 7. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Good counter punch. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know when they're with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Incredible work rate. Stamina is off the charts. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Perfect counter shot. Marciano fighting. Oh, do you believe this? Rocky Marciano is down. He made his liver quiver. Look at this again in slow motion.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, four. Are you okay?
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's putting down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight.
Oh, do you believe this? Rocky Marciano is down. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.